Welcome to another episode of the RDR Podcast. We talk about all the nerdy shit you love or hate. We're your host. I'm Quintin.
I'm Tim.
And I'm Malik.
Today we'll be talking about the video game awards. One game cleaned up and we know which one it is. We'll tell you our thoughts on it. TNA has a new TV deal. Is it good? Is it bad? What could it mean for TNA? And I guess they're still running their partnership with WWE, right?
Yep.
So we'll talk about it. Netflix buys Warner Brothers. Streaming, or did they? You know, big news. We have a lot to say about that and what we think, what it could mean. Harada leaves Bandai Namco. We know that's a big deal in the video game world, right?
Yes.
So we'll give our thoughts on that. Then we'll get into the new Street Fighter movie. Their trailer dropped, and they dropped a bunch of pictures. We'll let you know what we think about it. Supergirl trailer dropped. She showed up at the end of Superman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was drunk. Yeah. So we'll watch that and we'll give our thoughts on it. And of course, Avatar: The Last Airbender's live action season 2. They just dropped the trailer. We're gonna watch that also.
I'm curious on what Toph's gonna be like.
I'll give my thoughts on it. And as always, we have our nerd recommendations and our trash takes. Let's get right into this. The video game awards. Everyone knew what was going to clean up, right?
Yeah.
And everyone knew. I haven't even played the game yet.
Me neither, but he has.
Yeah. And I knew Clair Obscur was taking everything.
Yeah. So Clair Obscur was nominated for 10 awards. They won 9.
That's an insane sweep.
And also, this is an indie game.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to have an indie game not only do dominatingly well.
Dominate.
Yeah.
Is just impressive. And that's really encouraging to guys like me who wants to start getting into indie development.
Right.
That you don't have to be tied to some big publisher or part of some big organization in order to create a very, very, very good game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I think what's crazy is with this winning and Baldur's Gate winning, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
That's 2 turn-based games winning more recently.
Yeah.
That feels rare.
Yeah, because, obviously turn-based was a thing of the past now, and it's not, like you said, I didn't play neither game, but I do like turn-based games. So it is cool to see a turn-based RPG.
Right.
Win,
Well, Baldur's Gate was phenomenal. I am going to play Clair Obscur here very soon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually at the end of Ghost, so I should probably finish that first. But this was, like Malik said, as a future indie game developer, this was, really good to see. And I think the reason I love this even more is because a lot of these companies, these bigger companies, are like, oh yeah, we'll just use AI. And it's like, yeah, and now you're going to lose to these little companies who's just doing it themselves, because look at this.
Correct.
Look at this game. Like the game, 9 awards.
Right.
Including Game of the Year.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you're like, oh, well, we'll fire all these people and use AI. Okay. Let's see how that works out for you.
So far, I feel like it's not going to work out for them. And I feel like all these people they're letting go, they're going to start working with these indies.
Absolutely.
Or starting their own.
Absolutely.
I think Baldur's Gate and Clair just kind of opened the door for this, for people to start their own stuff now. So, like, you ain't got to worry about like EA and Square and, Rockstar and, all these big name companies that just,
Yeah, it's not necessarily about the AAAs anymore.
Right.
So that's, I love that this happened. You know what I mean?
I do too.
Again, I haven't played the game. I've heard all good things from everyone, including Malik.
Who doesn't even like turn-based?
I hate turn-based RPGs,
Yeah.
but I love this game.
Yeah, it's funny because I remember you was like, I'm going to go back and play other turn-based games. And I'm like, well, so, definitely Baldur's Gate and Final Fantasy X.
Absolutely. And also, I like what you were saying about Baldur's Gate, Clair Obscur, Astrobot was a single player game as well, wasn't it?
That's one last year, right?
That's the one that won Game of the Year last year.
I'm not sure. I mean,
I'm not sure, but it's a story driven game. It's not really a multiplayer game,
right?
All you've been hearing out of the big publishers is they want to focus on multiplayer games because they can, there's the battle passes and microtransactions and all of that stuff. They're saying single player games and story driven games are kind of a thing of the past. Game Awards is showing not only is it not a thing of the past, it's what most people want.
Right.
Yeah.
And you said this multiple times on this podcast that you hate people, so you like to just play like a single player game. Like like we all have like our own single player game. Like we like to play by ourselves, rather like we like to play games together. But there are games that we like to play by ourselves,
right?
Because it's just your time for yourself and stuff.
Well, I know between family, coaching, writing, and everything else I'm doing, majority of the time I play games is at work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be
bastard. Huh? Lucky bastard.
But I don't want to be in the middle of a game. And this happens a lot. Like, sometimes I'll play Rivals with Jazz.
Right.
And we'll be playing and I'm at work. And then all of a sudden I'm like, got a call. And then I get back and Rivals like, oh, you're locked out for 15 minutes because you quit on the game. And it's like, I didn't have a choice.
Yeah. Right.
So that I prefer single player because I can just be like, pause and no one cares. Yeah. But I've always been more interested in the story and gameplay than playing with people.
Yeah.
Right.
And I just seen a poll that mentioned that they was like, I think they were like, I don't remember if it was Japanese or UK or who it was, but they took a poll and they was like, players here feel as though single player games are better than multiplayer.
Yeah,
and it was a whole article written on it, but I'm blanking on exactly. It was just like a week or two ago.
Yeah,
and I was like, well, I mean, multiplayer games can be fun, but I'm the type that I move on from games very fast.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't necessarily need a bunch of multiplayer games. I kind of want to get through the story, play the game, move on to my backlog, which is ridiculously long.
Everyone has a ridiculous backlog. Before,
and honestly, that's why a lot of times I play even like the sports games. Like I don't play online. I just get in franchise mode or superstar mode or whatever, and I'm just like, oh, it's just mindless fun, real quick. Like
yeah.
While I'm doing it, like it was funny because I said I do that while listening to audiobooks.
Yeah,
like I can play NCAA or Madden and just listen to an audiobook and the TV's on mute.
Because you don't really need to focus that hard,
right?
But one thing that this seeming industry desire to shift to multiplayer is games that have a multiplayer and single player focus. Mm-hmm. The single player portion always seems to be an afterthought.
Yes.
Like you brought up college and like Madden and stuff. Most of their attention is all 100% on the multiplayer portion of their game because that's where they can make their money in microtransactions.
Mm-hmm. 2K,
they're concerned about the online, my team, where the microtransactions come. I used to be the biggest advocate for 2K.
I loved my player mode.
It's been crap for so long.
The franchise mode is so bare bones and hasn't changed in who knows how long.
I haven't even played the franchise modes. I just do the My Superstar.
Yeah.
And even that has got like in 2016, I used to love it. Like I would spend hundreds of hours playing it. And then it became all about like the city or the boat and all of that crap. And it's like, oh, well, you have to compete online. And it's like, bro, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Right.
I just want to play in my NBA games, build my superstar as high as possible, put up ridiculous numbers. You know what I mean? Dress, with some drip and move on. Like I don't want to have to keep playing this person online or going to the rec or going here and going. I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
I just want to go to the game, practicing with the team, and call it a day.
That's why even I know like NCAA and Madden, their franchise modes are bare bones, but I'm there for a reason. Like I'm playing Madden's franchise mode because it's going to be a while before I see the Steelers win a Super Bowl, so I'm going to do it myself. NCAA, I want to see Eastern Carolina win a national championship, so I'm building that team up.
Yeah,
like that. So I get those being bare bones because it's like I'm not here for the story. I'm just here for whatever story I create in my mind.
See, I disagree because I want more out of my franchise modes. There is so much stuff that not only could exist, but has already existed that should be in these franchise modes.
Oh, I'm not saying they're great. I'm saying why sometimes I will play them.
Yeah.
But then again, I only play like through 1 year and I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like NCAA, once I build them up to a powerhouse, I'm like, okay, I'm done. So you're absolutely correct. It doesn't hold my attention long.
Yeah.
But I give it, a shot just because of whatever reason I'm there. Like I won the national championship with Colorado State.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, but I agree. There can be more and there should be more.
And I'm sorry, some of these things can be so easy to implement. I'm not asking for, I can understand certain things can be complex. Things like I still want defensive line stunts to be selected as part of your defensive play. But I understand that from a coding perspective, that can be difficult to get things to work out right. It's just easier to just code the stunt into the full play. That way, everything works out how you kind of want it to. I get it. But there's certain things that are not difficult to implement. One that's been in my mind for years is right now, your coordinators don't fucking matter. They don't.
That's true.
Yeah. It don't matter what coordinator you get. It doesn't matter. It might matter like in college as far as recruiting or whatever, but that's about it.
Yeah, I'm about to say they help you slightly in college depending on their archetype. And if it's the opposite of yours, it'll help you.
And it's all about recruiting. It has nothing to do gameplay-wise.
Right.
A
little bit.
The easiest thing you can do for a coordinator, everyone who's ever played a football video game knows that there's a section that says coach's selection, and then you can go through your playbook and select whatever play you want.
Mm-hmm.
Let that coach's selection be what your coordinator suggests.
Mm-hmm.
Your coordinator suggests we run this play. Whether they're good or not will let you know should you trust this call or not. So it matters on what their selections are.
That's actually a really smart idea.
And then on top of that, make it matter as far as them wanting to stay or go.
Yeah, how much you choose theirs.
If you're not choosing their plays, why am I here? They're going to leave.
So that's actually a good idea because then it'd be like, 3rd and 10. And if Arthur Smith's your coordinator, you're running a screen pass.
Yeah.
And then you as a player is like, why the hell would I run a screen pass on 3rd and 10? No. And then he gets upset. And it's like, yeah, buddy, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, that's like that actually. But you know what? You know what I was thinking when you said that? Things that they used to have that made the game fun.
Yeah.
To me, I'm a big creative person.
Yeah.
They took Stadium Creator out.
Yep.
And it's like, bro, you used to have this. Why did you take it out? And now you're just like, oh, pick from these 6 cookie cutter stadiums. Well, really 3 stadiums, and the other 3 are the deluxe version of those same cookie cutter stadiums.
Yeah.
And I think, I'm like, dude, like, no, I want to customize my stadium. Let me customize my end zone. Let me customize my seat color and everything.
Yeah.
Let me make it feel like I'm really the GM and I'm deciding everything. You know what I mean? Like,
but like that I think is relatively easy, right? To code a coach satisfaction meter.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to balance that between keeping your coach happy,
mm-hmm. Well,
and keeping and trying to win.
They do it with players in NCAA.
Yeah.
And every week it shows you like this player is likely to transfer because of this, or this player is likely to transfer because of that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you run the ball a lot, then your receivers will be like, oh, I needed an A+ play style, and now you drop down to a B. They're likely to transfer.
Yeah.
You know, until you start throwing the ball more. I think that's But honestly, like you said, they don't care. They're only interested in microtransactions.
They don't care. Another suggestion that I've had that should come back in college, I think the last one they made before 25-14 had it. You practiced certain plays.
Mm-hmm.
You practicing those plays made them run more successfully. So you're like, hey, I want to run these plays.
Mm-hmm.
Let's practice them during the week. That's part of your preparation. When you run them in the game, they're more likely to be successful. If you didn't practice these plays, guess what? You're taking a risk. Y'all ain't practiced those in a while.
Right.
So you might have your rookie mess up because he don't know the play.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff makes it good.
True.
Right.
Like,
now, while we're on the topic, Madden got to chill on these snow games. You can't even see nothing in their snow games this year.
I haven't played Madden.
You can't see anything. Like, it's like a blizzard. And I'm like, bro, anytime you get into November and Madden with the Steelers, and I'm sure the Packers, every game is a snow game. I'm like, bro, it don't snow that much in Pittsburgh. It don't snow that much. Like, this, we're about to get hit with what, like the second snow of this year so far?
Yeah.
And I mean, granted, that's a lot. Normally, I think last year we had, what, one snow?
I think so.
Which I'm okay with.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm okay. I hate the snow. But that's what I'm saying. So, like, but they'll do it. It'll be like 4 weeks in a row. You're playing in blizzards and you can't see the receiver 10 yards downfield. And I'm like, who decided this? You know, but again, they only care about microtransactions. That's why a game like Clair Obscur, which from what I've seen looks like it was made with love.
Right.
Complete love.
It looks like they was like, look, this is our baby and we're taking care of it. And they cleaned up for a reason.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The one thing that shocked me at this whole awards was I don't even forgot what it was, but it was what the award was for, but it was for No Man's Sky. I didn't even know that game was still around.
Yeah, I really like that game.
I never played it, but I know they said when that game launched, it was horrible.
Oh, it was
yeah,
dead.
it was bad.
on
It was
right.
bad. It was
because there was nothing to do.
Yeah, I played it like a year later.
Okay.
When it was, maybe it was a little longer, but it was when I played it. It's when I had the little Xbox, what's it, Game Pass?
Yeah,
yeah, and I bring it up on my my Backbone, and I would just play it there on my phone, and I really enjoyed it. But again, this was much later,
Right?
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's still going, which I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like when games stick to their stuff, even if it doesn't launch as good as you want.
Yeah,
because that shows that they care.
Yeah.
Ubisoft did it with Rainbow Six.
Mm-hmm.
They did it with For Honor.
Mm-hmm.
Both of those games are still running. You know, Siege is in year 10.
Cyberpunk's one of my favorite games.
Yeah, Cyberpunk,
and it did not launch well.
Yeah, it didn't launch well, but they just was like, sorry, we'll fix it, and they did.
I remember they were giving people refunds, and then they was like, once they dropped the anime, they're like, we're back bigger than ever.
Yeah,
and I'm like, yeah, because the game is good. The story was good. You could tell. You know what I mean? I guess I feel like I should be more lenient on Grand Theft Auto because, like, if you look at Cyberpunk, it's like, well, maybe they should have just delayed it a little longer.
Yeah,
but at the same time, forget that.
No, well, GTA's had 13 years or whatever.
Right,
like,
right.
Unacceptable.
Right.
Yeah, but
unacceptable.
Other things from the Game Awards, just to get back, some of the announcements and such. There were I want to point out, there was no announcement that made me go, oh, wow, this is back, or this announcement is incredible. That there was a bunch of solid ones, but nothing that wowed me.
Right.
Pragmata still looks really good. Capcom's new IP.
Mm-hmm.
That still looks really good. That one game you saw, Soros.
Soros, yeah. Yeah, that looks good.
That looks really good. Mega Man is back.
Seriously?
Yeah. Capcom announced that they are bringing back Mega Man. It's not coming out till 2027, but they did say Mega Man is back, which I like Mega Man.
Love Mega Man.
Yeah.
It's frustrating, but I've always loved Mega Man.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that they bring back
Zero's my favorite character, but
that something like Zero, but also bring in something to revolutionize things, kind of like when Mega Man X hit, you know, the movement and stuff that they added. You're like, okay, it feels fresh.
Yeah.
Like I just hope they don't just try to play it safe and stick to what
worked
the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Add something to it. Bring something to make us go, oh wow.
Right. So all the Game of the Year awards I've heard of, the Game of the Year, everyone in the category.
Mhm.
Right.
Silk Song's the only one that I really don't know much about, but I heard a bunch of people say they love it.
I've
but like
heard a lot
no
of people,
one is telling me like what it's about or what.
I believe it's like I could be wrong. I believe it's a Metroidvania type game.
Okay.
Once again, I it's highly possible I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I do know that people love that game because I know they like the first one a lot,
Right.
and the second one is up there, and I think that's also an indie game as well. I'm pretty sure Hollow Knight is an indie game as well.
Now, here's my question: Donkey Kong Bonanza, is the game actually good, or did they just want to throw a Nintendo IP in here?
So I have the game. It's fun, but I think Rash said it best. It's very repetitive, obviously, and
so did it belong in this category with these other IPs?
Well, I never played Death Stranding, so I don't know.
Yeah, I heard this one is supposed to be much better than the first.
I don't have a problem with them putting it in there because they all, but the problem with the Donkey Kong Bonanza is like you kind of get sidetracked with all the beating up the ground and all that stuff. I don't know if you saw like the trailer, like how he can like dig in the ground and punch walls. You get very sidetracked doing that, and it kind of gets old after a while. It's still a cool game, but I do feel like it's easily sidetracked. I think they just threw it in there because obviously it was because Mario Kart World I don't think is doing very well. I'm not sure, but I know a lot of people don't care for it because it feels like Mario Kart 8. It feels like Mario Kart 8 with extra racers now. Right. To me, they always put more items in and stuff like that. But
like my lieutenant at work, he's a big Kingdom Come guy.
Okay,
and he's like, you got to play it, and I'm like, yeah, I'll get around to it. But
I've never even heard of Kingdom Come.
He was basically comparing it to like Skyrim.
Okay,
and he was saying like you're a knight or whatever, and he was just saying there's just like so much to do and how great it is. So it's like I kind of heard about all of these games, and I kind of was understanding, but I'm like, so you've played it? Donkey Kong Bonanza, is it better than Ghost of Yote?
No.
Okay, so then it didn't belong here. It's basically my question. I was wondering, I'm like, did they just throw this in here just to be like, oh, Nintendo? You know what I mean? But that's what I was wondering. Because I couldn't imagine it would be.
No, like it was good, like I said. But like I said, I didn't finish it, but I'm enjoying what I'm playing. I haven't played in a while, but like I said, it's easily sidetracking, and but
right.
Like I do like Mario Odyssey better than
okay
than Donkey Kong Bonanza. I don't know if you played Odyssey or not.
I have the where he takes off his eyes on it. Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
I did too a lot. It gave me Mario 64 vibes.
Yes,
immediately.
Yeah.
But like I Ghost of Yote, and we'll talk about that down the road or whatever. Like I enjoy Ghost of Yote. I know a lot of people didn't care for the game because of the main character or whatever.
I really enjoy. I'm enjoying it now. Granted, I haven't been in much of a video game mood,
right?
But I know you finished it. I just basically went through the war.
Okay.
With the twins attack. What's their names?
Matsuma. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just like now I just got the or I'm at the part where you go to find the pistol.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take
close.
Then I'm gonna take on the twins, and then you know what I mean. Whatever else from there. So, but yeah, like so yeah, I'm wondering. But like I said, everyone knew Clair Obscur was going to clean up. Yeah. I don't think we knew to the level that it would.
Right.
90% is amazing, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I think the last awards that a game cleaned up like this, but they didn't win Game of the Year, and I was still mad about it. Was
Red Dead.
Red Dead,
yeah.
because Red Dead cleaned up that whole year. But I think, God of War won the Game of the Year, but Red Dead cleaned up on everything else that year.
Mm-hmm.
But like y'all said, it's nice to see an indie game, do this, and kind of stick it to these other bigger developers and stuff in the AI.
So the one award it didn't win was Best Audio Design.
Yeah.
And Battlefield 6 won that.
The run and gun.
Yeah.
I mean, the audio in Battlefield 6 is really good. Like, don't get me wrong, the audio in there, I just didn't think that would be kind of the top one, but hey.
Yeah.
So another award that was brought up was Best Fighting Game, which was won by Fatal Fury City of the
Yeah,
West.
I seen that, and I was like...
Which, in my opinion, Fatal Fury is a great game. It's just not a popular game. It is a very good game. But its competition was weak as hell.
Yes.
2XKO is a game that's out. We talked about it before. That game's not even out yet, technically.
Yeah.
It's in early access. Capcom Fighting Collection 2. It's a collection. Yeah. These are old games they're just releasing.
Right.
Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection.
Same thing.
It's a collection.
Mm-hmm.
These are old games that's been out for decades. Virtua Fighter 5 Revo. Virtua Fighter 5 came out in like 2015. They just did an update to the game. Like these.
So it's the only game that was really
came out this year.
So it won by default. Basically,
it kind of won that by default. It's literally the only fighting game that was released this year.
Right.
2XKO is probably going to be considered released next year, so it probably will be in consideration again next year. But it will have competition because the Marvel game is dropping, the Avatar game is dropping, the Invincible game is dropping.
Is it Virtua Fighter?
Yeah, that new one.
The new one?
The new Virtua Fighter, they haven't said. So
okay.
We don't know. It could be. It's possible, but we don't know.
Right.
It's possible a new Warner Brothers / NetherRealm fighting game could be dropping since Mortal Kombat 1 is done, but I doubt it'll become that fast. It'll probably be 27. But next year there will be a much bigger competition.
Right.
But I still think Fatal Fury is a great game, and I'm not upset that it won, but it did win by default.
Okay. Shout out to South of Midnight.
Yeah, they won one
most
award?
impact or game for impact. Yeah,
and that was another very good game. I enjoyed that game too. I played that on. I have Game Pass on my PC, and I played that, and I thought that was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Hades 2 winning best action. I never played Hades 2. I know Darren's a big fan of the Hades game.
I didn't even hear of this game until we was in a text group, and they're like, "Oh, isn't Hades your game?" And I'm like, "The hell is Hades?" And I had to look it up, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." I'm like,
I played a little bit of the first one. He let me play his. It wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that much it wasn't bad. It's he really liked the game a lot. So.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I'll add it to my backlog. I don't know. This log is getting longer and longer every year.
Real quick, I know we didn't talk about Evo lineup, whatever, but do you Mortal Kombat fans, y'all gotta let it go. The Mortal Kombat fans are pissed because it's off the Evo list this year, and they put Darkstalkers on.
Didn't you say they only had 100 entrances or something?
Last year it was like under 500 or something like that. And now they're all upset on Twitter saying, "Oh, this is ridiculous. Why Mortal Kombat is the best community?" But no, it's not. I mean, obviously the game was terrible. It didn't do well. And
here's the bottom line. Two things. One, Evo is a company, meaning they want to make money, meaning they want people to sign up for games. If Mortal Kombat would have had 5,000 people sign up, even if it sucked, they're not dropping that game.
Yeah.
Right.
Evo 2025
was bad.
Had let's see here. I want to see how many people signed up for Evo 2025. I think Tim is right, and it was under 500 people signed up for
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat 1 had 377 people sign up for Evo.
It was in last place.
Yeah. Under games that most people never even heard of. Only reason I've heard of Under Night in Birth is because I pay attention to Evo. Only reason I heard of Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Rising is because I pay attention to Evo.
I haven't heard of either of those games.
Exactly my point.
The first one you said sounded like something that would happen in West Virginia. So,
but like, you can't sit here and say we have the best community and you're dead fucking last in enrollment numbers.
Street Fighter had more than 10 times.
Yes,
the numbers. Like,
yes, and when we went 2 years ago, the number was higher for Street Fighter.
Street Fighter had like over 7,000,
5 or 6 or something like that. But the number did drop, but still, like, you know, the numbers don't lie, right?
I mean, what's 377 people? What's that one lobby online?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah.
But I'm like, I get what they're saying because numbers wise, Mortal Kombat outsold all of these games, possibly combined. But Evo don't care about how many games you sold. They care about who's showing up. And guess who ain't showing up? Mortal Kombat.
I mean, you know that old saying, don't judge a book by its cover?
Yeah.
I'm to the point to where don't judge a video game by its trailer. Because when they dropped the trailer for Mortal Kombat 1, I was like, I have to have this game. And then I never played it. And then I heard all the bad things. And I'm like, cool, I won't buy it.
They should have just stuck with 11 and kept going with it.
Yeah.
You know, I felt they should have kept doing that because they were adding all, like, you know, the 80s stuff. Yeah, I thought it was great. You know what I mean? But they said, we're not going to do it. We're going to make a whole new game. They should have just kept adding on to that because the Mortal Kombat 11 was good. Yeah. I enjoyed Mortal Kombat 11. Yeah. I wasn't good at it at all, but I really enjoyed it.
But yeah, like the numbers speak for themselves. 377 people.
Yeah.
Right. Like, that's not worth their time.
No, you know, so they replaced it with Darkstalkers.
Darkstalkers is the retro game.
But it's never been at Evo before, so this is big, you know, and hopefully the numbers for Darkstalkers is really well, because maybe Capcom will actually make a fucking new one.
Yeah, that
would be fucking nice. Yeah,
but no, Evo 2026 doesn't have Mortal Kombat, but it has
like 12 games or something.
12 main games. And I'm trying to find the list of the games. Like, guess who's back? Under Night in Birth. I think Invincible was the one that's replacing Mortal Kombat. Because they always have a retro game. Last year it was MVC2.
Right.
When we went, it was Third Strike.
Yes.
So
Empire Savior is obviously Dark.
So Darkstalkers is the retro game.
Yeah.
But I think Invincible Versus is the game that's replacing Mortal Kombat. And for two reasons. One, it's violent like Mortal Kombat is.
Right.
And two, it's the only game that's new, so to speak. All these other games have kind of been there before. 2XKO didn't, but that's because 2XKO didn't exist.
Right.
But Invincible Versus is taking its spot. And I guarantee they're going to have more than 377 people sign up.
Absolutely.
And this game doesn't release until April 30th. So people literally have only 2 months to learn the game.
Right.
Before Evo, and I guarantee they'll still have more than 377 people.
Absolutely. But that's all I got on that, and then
yeah, that's all I got for it too.
Same with the awards and everything too. But you know, just I had go ahead, what you got?
Couple things I want to talk about the not Evo. That was a little tangent.
Sorry, I just had to get it off my chest.
As far as the
people should expect us by now to go off on tangents.
Yeah. But on the Game Awards, Tomb Raider is back.
Nice.
One, the first game, they're releasing 2 games. The first one they are releasing is a complete remake of the original Tomb Raider game. Back in 9.
Okay, better graphics, better.
It's not a remaster, it's a complete remake.
I probably will buy that game.
Yeah. So about that, I have one question that is important for everyone who grew up from my generation playing Tomb Raider. Can you lock the butler in the freezer?
They have to leave that part in.
You gotta leave that in.
Yeah.
Every kid from my generation locked the butler in the freezer.
Yeah.
It's almost as iconic as jumping off of Yoshi to his death so you can survive.
Yeah. Or dropping the penguin off the side of the board.
No more.
Yes. It is just about as iconic as that.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have it in there. But they're also creating a brand new Tomb Raider game. I can't remember what it's called, but my question is, are they going to keep it like the last few that kind of had that Uncharted type survival action adventure type style to it, which I really enjoyed?
Yeah.
Or are they going to go off and try to shake things up? I think they should keep it how it was, but we'll see what they do.
Yeah, okay. I'm interested to see. I'm sure when they drop a trailer or more on it, we'll definitely be here to talk about it.
Yeah. Deadpool is coming to Marvel fucking Rivals.
Finally.
Let's fucking go.
Next month.
My favorite comic book character will now be in Marvel Rivals, and they're saying he will drop next month.
I really hope he is a healer and he's in the nurse's costume.
He can't be a healer. He has to be DPS.
That will piss people off.
He has to be DPS.
You said he's coming next month?
Yeah.
Next month.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
Yeah, we don't know who the second person is, but they did say it was obviously Deadpool's the first one.
Their design of Deadpool was kind of, I'm kind of iffy on it.
Cable, maybe?
That would be super cool.
Yeah.
If they brought Cable in.
I'd rather have Cyclops, but.
Oh, yeah. But I'm just saying, since their connection.
Yeah, I'm about to say Cyclops don't really have much to do with Deadpool, though. Wolverine's already in the game.
Right. Well, I just want someone to shoot down like flyers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like his design, like it's okay. I'm not mad at it. It's just a little bit. It's not the greatest, is what I'll say. It's not bad. But it's not the greatest.
What don't you like about it?
I don't know. It's just off to me for some reason. I can't really explain it. Just something about it just looks off. Maybe it was just the animation they did when they did the release that made him look a little weird, and he'll look better in game. But just something about it just looked off. I don't
feeling the top of his mask being super long.
But yeah, like.
So one thing I noticed about Marvel Rivals, all the popular characters are either really hard to use or everyone hates them because they're annoying. And Deadpool is a very popular character. I have a feeling he's going to be very annoying in this game. Like, Spider-Man. Everyone who doesn't love Spider-Man, but everyone hates it. But everyone hates
hard to use though.
Yeah, but all the good ones in the game that play, everyone hates them.
Dude, I've never had a good Spider-Man on my team, but I always go against like these amazing Spider-Men who I'm like, I can't even kill this idiot.
Yeah.
But then on my team, I'll get a Spider-Man who will be like 2 kills and 16 deaths, and I'm sitting there screaming at the TV, change characters.
Somebody told Malik he sucked yesterday in the chat because he was we were playing Gambit.
Yeah.
And he's like, this Gambit fucking sucks. I mean, he wasn't that great neither, to be honest with you. He was playing Rogue, I'm like, bruh.
It's always the people who aren't good that's talking crap in the chat. And that's why I said the one day, like, if you have time to talk in the chat, you're probably not that good.
Well, the thing is, like, they because, like, I'm Rogue, I can just die. I'm going to dive into 4 people and think I can take everybody on and expect to be, a healer behind me, and they're getting destroyed, and just. But every time a new character comes out, no one tries to figure it out. They just want to just run in there like a bunch of idiots, and they complain because they keep dying.
Yeah. Honestly, I even hate the when a new character drops, even trying to get them in the AI games. I'm like, I'll just play an AI game real quick so I can get used to them, and then the person hurry up and click them and be like, whoa.
Yeah, Darren was good, but he was on Rogue every time. He would hold Rogue for y'all want to use her? I got her. I'm like, okay. But yeah, my bad though. But.
Yeah. And lastly is It's really nice when a game company makes a game announcement and they surprise you with, "Oh, this game's done." Like, the people who made Apex Legends and Titanfall apparently left EA and started their own studio.
Yeah.
They created it looks like a hero shooter, kind of like Apex Legends. It's called High Guard. And they announced it at the Game Awards. You're like, oh, okay, so they got a new game coming. Oh, it's coming out next month.
Nice.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The first we're hearing about it is a month out from it dropping.
Yeah.
Like, no rumors, no leaks, no actual announcements, nothing.
Mhm.
Just, we got this game. It'll be dropping next month. I'm like, wow, that's refreshing.
It is.
Especially when we were seeing a bunch of stuff saying, hey, here's this game we're making. It's coming out in 2027. Like, have something like that to offset it is just, I thought that was great.
Right.
But yeah, that's the last thing I have as far as the Game Awards go. I'm
We
really happy for Clair Obscur. You earned every award you got. And honestly, I felt you should have won the one you didn't get.
We're getting games announced last week before GTA 6.
I mean, you're not wrong.
But yeah, that's all I got for the Video Game Awards.
Yeah.
All right, TNA got a new TV deal with AMC.
Yeah.
And what? It will be a weekly show on AMC. Thursday Night Impact. Okay. So they obviously did it so that they don't clash with anything WWE.
Yeah.
What do you think this means for TNA?
First and foremost, this is a great thing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All the tribalists stop. More wrestling companies will always be a good thing.
Yes.
That means more wrestlers get paid. That means, more people are happy. That means the wrestlers that you enjoy watching who are under pushed can now go somewhere and get the pushes they deserve.
Absolutely.
A lot of people reinvent themselves too and come back better.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? We can, look at Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
He had to leave and come back and he came back better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cody.
Yeah.
Cody left. Cody came back. Cody was already great.
Yeah.
Right.
But he came back better.
Yeah.
Like this is always a good thing. And then you gotta let's not sit here and act like one of the greatest wrestlers of all time and AJ Styles is not from TNA.
Yeah. Can't forget Candice LeRae too.
Perk Angle is from TNA. I know he hates being called that, but he had a great run in TNA.
Right.
Like TNA has been a staple.
Right. Christian had a great run in TNA.
Yes. Like TNA is a staple. I don't understand. The one thing that came from this that I can't wait to see is Talking TNA with Chris Hardwick, because it's coming because AMC does it with every show.
Okay.
Like Talking Dead.
Yeah, like Talking Dead. It was like
Yeah.
Talking Dead, and then there was another show they had on was Talking. It was like basically with every show AMC has that's pretty big, Malik, they put Chris Hardwick on a talk show after the show goes off, and it's just a crowd sitting there and him and whoever his guests are talking about the show. 100% chance they do it with this because they do it with everything.
I would love to see something like that though. You might get some stuff out of there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But one question I pose for y'all. How long until WWE takes credit for this?
About 3 months.
I don't put nothing past TKO.
They're definitely gonna be like, see what we did for them?
About 3 months. 2 to 3 months.
Forget that. You want to know who I can't wait to see take credit for it? Trick Williams. He gonna be in there like, you only got a TV deal because of Trick and A. Like,
Mhm.
you already know he's going to take some type of credit for it. But
Yeah.
at least they're giving them their titles back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Finally.
yeah.
What major wrestlers do you think would jump ship from WWE and AEW to go to TNA? Like, who could you realistically see jumping ship?
Jungle Boy.
You can see Jungle Boy jumping ship?
Yeah, Jungle Boy. I think Darby's going to stay in AEW.
Darby's staying.
Yeah, Darby's staying.
I can't say realistically he would definitely do it, but I think Carmelo Hayes would benefit from it.
Okay.
I agree.
Because I feel like they are kind of hoeing him on the main roster right now.
Yeah.
And he's so great. So I think
Right.
just what he can do in TNA would boost him a little bit to where when he comes back, then they'd be like, okay, let's put him in, you know, at least the mid-tier card.
Right.
Yeah.
What's her name? Serena Deeb. I can see her going over there.
I could foresee her leaving.
I like her too.
I really like her too. I do got to say her character ability isn't the greatest.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's holding her back.
But we know how her ring work is
phenomenal. Her ring work is top notch.
And she's a sweetheart. I met her too. I met her when they came here a couple years for AEW. She was really nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I can see her going over there. Honestly, Nyla Rose.
Nyla Rose hasn't done anything.
She hasn't wrestled.
I mean, she's still with the company, right?
As far as I know, yes.
I could see her going over there.
I haven't seen Nyla Rose in years.
She's actually really cool.
And is
I was on shows with her.
Oh, really?
Very entertaining.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's funny.
Very, very fucking funny. Like some of the shit she was doing before she got off of TV, where they had this thing where she was pissed off at somebody. I can't remember who it was, but she literally, the person was doing a promo. She just came out of nowhere, surprise, bitch, and hit her. And I'm like, she is incredibly entertaining.
Same person backstage is on TV too.
Yeah,
it's really cool. Yeah, I don't know. Now I know. To me, Jakara Jackson.
No.
I don't know if y'all know. She was in NXT and then she was released and now she's in TNA under Mara Sade or something like that.
Yeah.
To me, she's so much better in TNA now than she was in WWE. So I can see that actually helping a lot of people. I don't know where has Gigi Dolan been?
She's on the indies. I think Gigi Dolan, I think that's Priscilla Kelly, right?
I don't know what her indie name is, but I could, I wouldn't mind seeing someone like her in TNA.
I think, she's going by Priscilla Kelly now.
Oh, okay.
I actually just saw a clip pop up on it was Twitter or YouTube or something. She's doing her freaky level type stuff. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
Like she did. Oh man, let me see if I can find it real quick.
Speaking of, you know who I would like to see go there? Michin.
Go back?
Yeah.
Because she was there as Jade, if my memory is correct.
I would she could definitely benefit from it too. I don't feel like they're really using her very well.
Yeah, I think they just kind of have her just floating around, which
she attacked Jade yesterday. I seen her,
but yeah, Priscilla Kelly, she's doing some crazy stuff. Like she's in GCW wrestling right now, I believe. She was she did a show there. You know, they're known for doing some crazy shit there.
Yeah.
But she did a thing where like the person went to shake her hand, so she put her hand down her trunk. So I was like, all right, now shake it.
No.
Like she's a menace. But
that would be more reason to shake it.
Actually, I think the girl ended up licking her hand or something like that. Like you can't out freak me.
Oh.
But yeah, they're
who's the commentators on TNA?
Isn't he was one of the vaudevillains? Isn't he?
I have no clue, to be honest. I don't even remember. Tommy Haffen and Matthew. Oh yeah,
Yeah, Matt.
Tommy was. Or wait, no, Matthew.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he
definitely was a vaudevillain.
Yeah, actually.
I used to really like them, by the way.
I did too. Like, here is, I guess, highlights of that match. Can we make this full screen or something? Like,
Oh.
So they're like, yeah, let's try to out freak each other.
All right.
But so yeah, she's doing her thing over GCW. I could see her doing well in TNA.
Yeah.
Because I thought she was good in WWE.
Yeah, Fatal Attraction.
Yeah, Fatal Attraction was a great stable in my opinion.
Yeah, they were, and then all of a sudden it was like they were on TV, and then like the next day they're like, "Oh yeah, we released them," and it's like, "Huh?"
Yeah, wasn't that all because of what happened with Mandy Rose, with her having like a whatchamacallit?
They
like
still had it
OnlyFans
after her though.
They did?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was I want to say Gigi and what's her name? Why am I blanking on her name? She's the champion right now.
In
NXT.
Oh, in NXT. I'm thinking. I'm like the women's champions. I'm like, oh no.
I am blanking on her name. Who was in it? It was JC Jane.
Okay.
That's right. It was Fallon, then JC Jane. Well,
okay.
They're still doing it, but not Fatal Attraction.
Fatal Influence.
Fatal Influence is now, but it was Fatal Attraction before, wasn't it?
I can't recall. My memory is shot. But
I could be completely wrong. Toxic Attraction was their name. So
okay.
Toxic Attraction was JC Jane and Gigi Dolan even after Mandy Rose was gone.
Okay.
So there it is. Toxic Attraction. And now it's Fatal Influence.
Okay.
Well. Okay, but congrats to TNA.
Yeah, congrats to them. Make that money. Put on good shows.
Yep.
You have great talent already. You know, Mike Santana's great. I've always been a fan of Mike Santana for years now, back when they were in LAX and TNA.
Mm-hmm. Their women's division is stacked.
Their women's division was, I used to love their Knockouts division back in the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the young guy? I can't remember his name.
Leon Evans. Yeah. No, Leon Slater.
Leon Slater.
Yeah.
He's going to be a future star.
I mixed him and Javon
Evans. Yeah, Javon Evans was coming to my head, and I'm like, no, not him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's going to be a future star.
Oh, Leon's a beast.
And both of them are super young. They're like each like 19 or 20.
Leon just turned 21 in September, so yeah.
Oh man, I feel old.
Yeah, but him and Javon are super young. And
yeah.
Javon's been on SmackDown a lot lately. I'm like, are they?
Yeah.
They had Oba come out on SmackDown yesterday. I'm like, yeah, he's taking on Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, he needs to be the next big star.
Oh.
He just
100%.
has that. He has that aura to him. I'm sorry.
Complete aura from his entrance to just him.
Yeah.
To the whole crowd just who.
And his who. His promo style.
Mm-hmm.
Like his promos, like the way he talks, like what he says, like he talks like he's Thanos, like he knows he's Thanos.
When he said to Ricky Saints the other day, he was like, "I'm back. Your daddy is home." I was like, "Put the belt back on him." Yeah, I was like, "Put it back on him." Like, yeah, he's so good,
so good.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's all I got for TNA.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, Netflix. What was it? $80 million?
Let me pull up the number.
No, I thought it was 2 point billion.
Or 80 billion. 80 billion.
Netflix offered to buy the streaming service of Warner Brothers, which is like HBO Max and some of their other streaming movies and stuff like that, for $72 billion.
$72 billion. And so every announcement was that Netflix was buying Warner Bros.
Then Paramount hops in and says,
Go straight to the shareholders.
said, no, we will offer $108 billion for all of Warner Brothers, not just the streaming, for everything. We want it all.
Yep.
And they're also filing a complaint with the government saying like this is like antitrust type thing.
Yeah.
Because you're not taking fair bids.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're saying that Warner Brothers is basically colluding to sell to Netflix regardless of what offers may come in.
Well,
so I don't know which way this is gonna go, but whatever it is, that's a lot of money for Warner Brothers.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but here's my thing. That almost kills Hulu, right? Because Warner Bros. is, or the HBO and all that is like part of Warner, or part of Hulu right now, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, when you do the package, you can do HBO.
I thought it was Disney. I thought Hulu's Disney.
Yeah, it's HBO, Disney, and
ESPN.
I thought it was just
no. It's
I thought it was
Hulu.
I thought it was Hulu and Disney.
It's Hulu, Disney, and HBO.
And ESPN. I didn't see anything with HBO.
I have the HBO one. I have the Hulu, Disney, and HBO.
But I don't think that would kill Hulu because they still have all the Disney stuff.
Well, yeah, I kind of forgot about this.
So you got that monster behind you. But my whole thing is this. When I first brought this up as a topic to talk about, one of my first questions was, if Netflix gets Warner Brothers,
yeah, see, Disney, Hulu, HBO Max.
Oh, I didn't
this
know
is
that.
the one I have.
Okay.
So,
if Netflix does buy Warner Brothers streaming, what happens to AEW?
Yeah, because they're on.
Because Raw's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Right.
AEW's on HBO Max. But they also are on broadcast TV, which is the portion that Netflix is not buying.
Mm-hmm. That's a good question.
So, like, what happens?
Do you think TKO goes to them and does a crossover?
I would love that, but I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
Honestly, with TKO, I could see them being the ones that would be willing to do that because all they care about is fucking money.
Yeah. And they know they'd be like, oh, we can charge out the ass for tickets.
Yeah.
And
you know, with Vince, that wouldn't happen.
That wouldn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even if it was Triple H, I don't see it happening with him either.
Mm-hmm.
TKO, on the other hand, could possibly do it if they felt like their profit margin would be big enough.
Right.
So, would that does this deal? Okay, so Netflix is just offering for just the streaming.
Yes.
Paramount wants it all.
They want it all.
Does that include Universal Studios? Is that part of them?
Universal's NBC.
Okay. Because they have like the no, I'm sorry. My bad. Never mind. Ignore me. I was thinking of like how they have like the rights to all the different stuff that are like run through them, but I'm thinking of something else. Sorry. But so okay, so this would be huge for Paramount if they get it.
If Paramount gets it, this would instantly put them as one of the top.
Yeah.
Because to me, they honestly they have arguably the weakest streaming app right now.
I agree.
Yeah.
But they just got UFC.
Mm-hmm.
They add this to it. I think it instantly propels them to maybe just behind Disney. I think they'd pass Netflix.
Okay. But if Netflix gives it, what does that mean for them?
I think they still stay in the same spot, number 2 to Disney. I don't see Disney getting beat by either of them.
Streaming wise or
streaming wise? Because Disney still also has all the ABC and ESPN products.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I don't see Disney getting beat but I could see that potentially killing Paramount if Netflix gets it.
Man, I agree with like what Q said. They have the worst streaming service.
Yeah. Paramount? Yeah. I've never used it.
They have Ink Masters on there. And like
I used to love that show.
I love Ink Masters, but it's the reason I can't watch it because I'm like, I'm not paying for Paramount.
Yeah.
No.
So okay, I mean, we definitely have to see how it plays out. But them going straight to the shareholders, that's wild.
Yeah. They said, "Fuck it, we just gonna go to like you said, we gonna go to the shareholders and here's what we're offering."
It's like someone being a teacher's pet, and you be like, "Forget it, I'm gonna go to the principal."
Like Randall from Recess.
One of the few haters in animated history who I just don't like.
I know Malik has no idea who that is, but wait, you know Recess?
Yes.
Oh, I know if you knew about Recess or not. Sorry.
You were so certain that I didn't know.
My favorite thing from that was people that was like, "Oh, who will win? The kids from Hey Arnold or the kids from Recess?" And I'm like, "Stop it. The kids from Hey Arnold are from the hood."
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Like they're washing the whole Recess gang. Stop it.
The Recess gang ain't fighting nobody.
No.
Like,
no.
But yeah, I'm interested to see how this play out. Like, I don't understand like trying to make a lawsuit out of it.
Yeah.
Because just because you bid higher don't mean we have to do what you say.
True.
Especially when you want everything. They don't want everything.
Yeah, I agree. But I think the reason they're doing the lawsuit is because you didn't even give us a chance to give a bid. Like, we said we're interested, and before we could even give a bid to you, you're like, "Oh no, we're going with them." That's why they think like there's collusion happening here. You don't even want to hear what we have to offer.
That's how the NFL is. That'd be funny. Teams like, no, I wanted this player, and they didn't even hear us out. But yeah, all right. Well, gotta see what comes of it.
Yeah,
we'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
We'll speak on it more.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
No.
All right. Harada leaves Bandai Namco.
This is big.
I pretty much seen him say, "Don't ask me for nothing.
Don't ask me for shit.
Don't ask me for shit." Okay.
Don't ask me for shit.
Don't ask me for shit.
Before Malik actually met Harada at Combo Breaker.
We
got a picture with him.
Got a picture with him. But real nice guy. But this is huge. But I'm curious on what this means for him, because the statement he made kind of alluded to, like, he was close with the guy who made Dead or Alive, who just passed.
Mm-hmm.
And he alluded to seeing like him pass and going to his funeral made him think like, what do I want to do with life type thing? One of those, it's time to evaluate life type situations. So I'm curious if he's retiring and leaving the industry altogether, or is he just like, I don't want to be stagnant and I want to go off and do some things on my own or with a different company, start my own company, join a different company. So I'm curious on what he's going to do. As far as what this means for Tekken, this is a huge blow for Tekken. And I'm not even talking from a functional standpoint, because I believe he was never really a programmer. He was kind of just like a manager type person. Hey, let's go in this direction. But you know, I don't think he did any actual programming. I think he was more of a director type.
And he's been running it since Tekken 1.
Yeah.
Like for 30.
No, he was saying in the early days,
right?
He did voices. He did the voices for Law.
Okay.
And he was in charge of like promotion.
Okay.
So all he did was like take the arcade cabinets to places and say, "Hey, try this game out that we're making." It was his success doing that got him promoted into the role he is now.
But he's been with Tekken for 30 years.
Yeah, he's been with Tekken for 30 years.
Okay.
My whole thing is why this is a huge blow is because he was the face
of Tekken.
You knew if Tekken we got Tekken, Harada's going to show up. He's going to be the one to reveal the new games, the new characters, the new seasons. He's the face. And then not only that is he was active in the community.
Very.
community. If you tweeted him and said, "Hey, I don't like this feature. What was your thought process behind it?" He would answer you. Mm-hmm. So him leaving is going to be a huge blow to that company from a publicity standpoint, because you now lose one, your face, and then a guy that was directly in touch with the people. Because the guy that always goes with him, what's his name? I believe he's American. The white guy.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
I can't remember his name, but a lot of people have said, I've never seen it, so I can't confirm it, that he's very confrontational if you were to like tweet at him.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So he can't be the guy because he ain't like that.
Right.
So now who are you going to have in that role?
Mm-hmm.
And then Harada has this charisma to him that just made people love him. Like he just did stuff that showed he had charisma. He wasn't just a business guy.
Got you.
So I think this is going to be a huge blow to Bandai.
Absolutely. It absolutely it is. And the one other thing about Harada was like I said, he was so big in the community, he interacted with the fans, and he would play the games with the fans at the events. Like you don't see Ed Boon doing that shit from Mortal Kombat. You know what I mean? He would actually play. He would sit down and play fans in Tekken.
And for a good amount of people, that makes you want to play that game.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you interact with somebody who has such a say in the game, you'd be like, well, this person loves their game, they play their game, it'd make you want to play it. You know what I mean? So
all the major, fighting game events, over here, he's here. He comes over, every time, whether it's Evo, Combo Breaker, or whatever, when they're announcing something, he is here, and
so, I mean, I get it. The evaluating life part.
Yeah.
Like you were saying.
Absolutely.
So for instance, I'm not obviously in that field yet, but as a firefighter, we have a lot of dudes to do that. They be like, oh, I want to go until I'm 65 or whatever. And then like, when we had the chief pass away, they're like, a lot of dudes were like, I kind of want to enjoy life.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, never mind, let me reevaluate this. And then we had like a bunch of dudes retire because they're like, why am I still here? And I'm like, not to his sense, but like for us, I never understand that mindset of wanting to work all your life.
Yeah.
Like I want to enjoy life.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like we only get one as far as we know. And I want to enjoy it. I don't want to be stuck having to do this or having to do that or having to do this. And that's probably where his mindset is. Like, I'm sure he probably enjoys traveling, but there's probably some times where he's just like, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
But when you have a love for something, the way he did Tekken, he's like, I got to be there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So now stepping away, it's probably like, okay, well now I can control my life a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it makes sense to me.
Yeah. Absolutely. Like you said, our generation, like you said, we're the ones that's starting to realize, like, well, I think Gen Z is the ones that really figured it out. Like, why I need to stay at this job. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it, I'll just quit. You know what I mean? But I feel like a lot of us is starting.
Gen Z is good for that. They just I don't want to be here. Deuces.
Yeah, like the older generation, they're like, oh, you got to be at this job for 30 to 40 years. I'm like, why? They'll lay you off whenever. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I've been here for 35 years and they laid me off because these jobs don't care about you.
That's why I say jobs don't deserve a 2-week notice.
Yeah, they don't care. Like, you
should have noticed 2 weeks ago. I stopped caring.
Right. Like you may have a supervisor that cares about you, that's fine, but the higher ups don't give two shits about you.
No.
Like the shareholders, they don't care. As long as you show up for work and the money's coming in for them, that's all they fucking care about. Everyone's replaceable at a job, even the CEO's replaceable. They already got someone in lined up for that when that CEO gets forced to step down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's just how it goes. And I don't know who's going to replace Harada, but hopefully the person is good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, can't be the guy that's with him, because obviously, if you're going to have him in the way Tekken is right now, him, being confrontational with people, that's going to make it even worse.
Yeah.
So you got to have someone that's going to interact, and doesn't have to be exactly like a Harada, but just, be a good person. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Be a good spokesperson for the game and the community.
Right.
Yeah.
And I feel we need more people like that that is running these things and to be interact more, because you don't see people with Street Fighter do that. Like, you know, it's always like the pro fighter, the pro players that when everyone is basically talking for the company. You know, so but it's you know, so hopefully we get more people that's running this stuff to actually interact with the fans more. It shows that you actually care and it's not about our wallet.
Yeah.
You know, so
well, you got to see what comes of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm curious on what he's going to do. I wouldn't mind if he said, "Hey, I'm starting my own company and we're going to make something else that's more in line with what I want." I would love to see that, but if he chooses to just say, "Hey, I'm step back and just live life," I'm okay with that as well.
Yep. And but thank you, Harada, for 30 years.
Yeah.
You know, you are the face of Tekken.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, we appreciate everything you've done for the Tekken community. And even though we don't like Tekken 8, I don't personally, but we still thank you for everything that you've done. And we greatly appreciate you.
Yeah. And I gotta say, it's a boss move to go out and say, "Hey, I'm leaving and I made a mixtape to commemorate me leaving. Here's my mixtape."
Right.
Like, I'm sorry, that I've always wanted to do a DJ at an event. I could never got to. So here's a mixtape of all the Tekken music in my mix. Did you listen to it yet? Because I know you're big into video Tekken music.
I haven't got to it. I need to.
I know Darren said he listened to a little bit of it.
He's the one that told us about it, right?
Yeah, I was wondering what y'all were talking about when I seen that text messages, and I was like, "Yeah, it's music. I don't care."
Yeah, I was asking them if they listened to it.
But y'all got anything else?
No.
No.
All right. Let's get into the Street Fighter trailer.
Okay, so going back to the Game Awards a little bit, the majority of the cast of the Street Fighter movie came out on stage and showed a sneak peek of the Street Fighter movie. Tim and I seen it because we was watching the Game Awards live. So Q, we're going to bring this up for you, and we're going to see what you got to say about this. So,
all right. I am going to love this movie. In my opinion, that looks completely awful. That looks terrible.
That looked so it's like they were trying to go for the campiness of the first one.
Yeah.
But the first one wasn't trying to be campy.
Yeah. This looks like a movie I'm going to love because I love terrible movies. But this, I do like the car at the end.
Yeah.
I think that's a dope callback.
Yeah, I like having the callbacks. I'm okay with callbacks.
Yeah. But 50 Cent looks terrible. I'm sorry. I hate it.
Now, we spoke about adaptations before, but sometimes don't keep the source material.
Yes.
That hairstyle was not needed.
No.
It's not.
No.
I understand as part of Balrog's look. It's not needed.
You didn't need to make it as sharp looking. Like, yeah, that just,
like, what?
I feel like they could have just gave him a widow's peak. It didn't need to be the whole. Yeah. That looks terrible.
Or they could have just kind of gave him the receding hairline look.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Where so it kind of hints at it, especially since 50 is older. Balrog could be an older boxer, so his hairline's receding.
Yeah.
Right.
You didn't have to do this. This just it. I'm sorry. It just looks ridiculous. I'm sorry.
I agree.
The foot choking on the wall. that acting was terrible. Like that was terrible. Who's playing Cammy?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll pull up.
M. Bison looks terrible.
Awful.
Looks terrible. By the way, I can't take him seriously as M. Bison, but I'm not going to pay for this movie. I'll wait to see it on Tubi. I'm sure it'll be in streaming, like 2 weeks after it releases in theater. But this does not look like a good movie.
Nah, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
This looks terrible.
All
Now,
right.
I seen all the images, and when I was going through the images, I was just like,
All right,
it was
yeah,
funny
let's
because
go
I think
through it. Let's go through it. We got them up here, the posters.
it was funny because I think you sent Roman Reigns and I sent 50 Cent at the exact same time,
Yeah.
and I was just like, hi.
But let's go through the posters, shall we say? First is Ken. I mean, a bleach blonde as opposed to actual blonde. That doesn't bother me.
He
too
looks more like if he's playing Kenny Omega in the story of the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
Like you're kind of part of it, but we weren't really focused on your actor. Like that's what he looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Okay. I don't know who this guy is. Apparently, he's acted in some stuff. I've never heard of him. Andrew Koji as Ryu fits.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, but Ryu looks so much older than Ken now. Is it just me?
Yeah, because I do think there's a pretty big age difference between the two of them. But, I mean, sometimes that's just... Yeah, you would like people to be close in age, but they might change the story so maybe they aren't exactly around the same age.
Okay.
But I wouldn't get so caught up in the age difference on that one.
This is terrible.
It looks terrible.
This is
It looks terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Ooh,
And I can't take him seriously as anything but Polka Dot Man from Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
This nothing about that gives tough. He looks,
like I said, it's like they're trying to have another Raul Julia, but there's only one Raul Julia.
yeah. But M. Bison has always come off as a badass, except for Raul Julia, and he was just great at it.
Yeah.
That looks like, I don't know. It's like Santino Marella trying to be a tough guy. It just it doesn't.
It's just awful.
Doesn't work for me.
It doesn't work for me at all.
It's just awful.
I mean, I don't know her as an actress, but I don't have a...
Yeah, I don't have really much to say about her.
Yeah.
Her thighs ain't big enough.
But, yeah, but whatever, I don't have a problem with her.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's not bad. I'm fine.
This is terrible.
See,
This is terrible.
when they first announced it, I was like, this is terrible. But when you think about it, whoever it was going to be someone that was going to either be a CGI character or was going to be heavily makeup. So it really didn't matter who it was. So seeing it...
It's not the worst thing I
Yeah,
think.
it's not the worst. This turned out better than I initially thought when I first heard that he was playing Blanca.
Well, as long as his name isn't Charlie, I'll accept it. Because in the last one, it was Charlie. I'm like, Charlie was never Blanca. Blanca's real name is Jimmy, but whatever. That pissed me off, but whatever.
But so I'm not upset with this because, like I said, it was always going to be someone who's going to be either heavily CG or heavily makeup. So you really like looking at this. I don't see Jason Momoa at all.
Yeah,
I see Tormund.
it's Tormund.
Yeah, from Game of Thrones.
Which one was Tormund?
Oh my god, he was the
I'm terrible with names.
the Wild Wing. He was with the people that.
Oh yeah,
Tormund, the Giant's Milk. He liked Giant's Milk.
Yeah,
that's what he reminds me of because the red hair.
Yeah, the red hair. And yeah.
So I'm not upset with this.
Okay,
like I can understand that.
Yeah, I can get it.
Terrible, just terrible, just awful. This is the first thing I sent, and I was like, I hate this. When I sent that, I was just like, no, this.
She's had Mike Tyson do it at this point.
I think what's even worse about this is Ja Rule's been talking about it, and I'm like, bro, just stop.
Yeah, it's terrible.
The hair bothers me.
It's just so.
And I'm
bad.
sorry. This is going to sound bad, but the age bothers me a little bit with him. Because 50s is up there.
He's in his early, maybe late 40s, early 50s.
They could have literally just got rid of like this whole end part and then just had it come up like that
like
and then into his regular face.
Like his hairline's receding.
Yeah. It just that's awful.
But I think 50 Cent of like a decade ago would have been perfect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
50 Cent now, like you could tell he's lost a lot of mass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
It just doesn't look good.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
Cody, I love you, and I know know you love the games. Like that's the only thing. Like Cody loves video games, so you know he's gonna put his effort into it. But I'm sorry, he would have been better as Cody from Final Fight.
I just see Cody. I don't even. I get it. The
Him
hair
is Gal, and I'm sorry. The wig they showed in the movie was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Like this looks better than in the movie clip they showed, but it's still bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
Like a lot of people are saying, "Oh, he's not big enough." That part don't bother me because original Gal was not that big.
I mean,
Street Fighter 2 Gal wasn't huge.
They're all built like the mountain now.
Yeah, every single one of them were built like they're enormous now.
Yeah.
But original Street Fighter 2 Gal was not huge.
Right.
No, he wasn't.
Dhalsim, I'm not familiar with the actor. I'm not upset with this.
That doesn't look that bad.
It doesn't look that bad.
It looks better than the one from the 1994 one. So
oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's okay. We'll let it ride.
I'm not upset with that, and I'm not familiar with the actor, so I can't say if this is a good from an acting standpoint.
Yeah.
But not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Honda, okay.
Looks a little small, but sure.
My whole thing is they went so game accurate on everybody, but on Honda he don't have the face paint.
Yeah.
They gave 50 Cent the fucked up hairline, but wouldn't give Honda the face paint.
Yeah.
Like that's where you draw the line?
Right.
Face paint?
Yeah, I don't know.
This was just a perfect casting in my opinion.
Zangief?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah.
And he's technically bigger than Geef. Geef, I think, is listed as like 6'7", 6'8".
No, I think he's 7. I think he's listed at 7.
I don't think he was listed as even if he is listed as 7.
Yeah.
He's 7'4".
Mm-hmm.
Like,
7'4".
Like I'm pretty sure Zangief was lifted at 7. Sagat was 7'4". T-Hawk was like 7'10", and I think Abigail was like 8 foot.
Okay,
7 feet, 400 pounds.
So he's a little on the light because I think he's like 330.
Okay.
But he's 7'4".
Yeah.
Like, and he like this looks like Geef to me.
Yeah. Actually, the Geef that they had in the old Street Fighter, I thought he was decent.
I thought he's 7'4".
Yeah.
Why are you not in the NBA?
He's a bodybuilder from, I think he's Dutch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I first ran across him in Reacher. And when he was just towering over Reacher, I'm like, oh God, this guy is enormous.
What season was that?
3.
Okay, I'm not in season 3 yet.
I'm like, oh my God, he's enormous.
Yeah.
But yeah, him being cast as Geef,
looks good.
Yeah, that's good. He's a country music star apparently, Orville Peck, who's known for wearing a mask. I think that's why they casted him.
The hands look a little weird.
Yeah, the nails look like, I think they're trying to make, because I think later on Vega was depicted having like sharp nails.
Yeah.
So, because Vega's a psychopath.
Yes.
I mean, mask looks good.
Yeah, the mask looks okay.
Yeah.
we'll see how he is as an actor.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I mean, I don't hate it.
I don't hate it. Alexander Volkanovsky is Joe.
So, no one knows a lot about Joe. Joe was literally in the very, very first Street Fighter, and that was it. And apparently they killed him off.
I was going to say, for real, I don't even remember Joe.
He was in the very first Street Fighter.
Like, most people never even played
the first Street
Fighter.
Yeah.
So, Joe, I think he's just like, I think he's going to be someone who gets, like, beat up early. Like, I think he's going to be like Ryu's first opponent in the movie and gets beat. Like, he beats up the car to try to prove that he's tough, and then Ryu beats him up.
His ass or something.
Yeah.
That's going to be my guess. But having a former UFC champion in the game, in the movie,
it don't hurt. Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. Alexander Volkanovsky is a beast of an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
And Julie, I'm not familiar with Julie as the character very much. I know she's tied to T-Hawk.
Yes, she's from the same village. She is from the same village as T-Hawk.
But that's about it.
And she becomes T-Hawk's wife. But other than that, yeah. Which is a kind of an odd casting because I didn't expect them to put her in it. But,
yeah.
But since she's part of the Bison doll thing and stuff, so I guess I got to have something with Cammy.
You got to have someone who's somewhat threatening since Bison isn't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I have nothing, so we'll see. Who the hell
this is just an original character.
Okay, I want to say Trevor.
Is that Eric Andre?
Eric Andre,
yeah, Eric Andre. I don't know who that is.
Okay, I don't know who this is, but I know a lot of people are not happy about this.
Andrew Schultz?
Yeah.
You don't know who Andrew Schultz is, or you don't know who that is?
I don't know who I know who he's playing, but I don't know anything about him.
Andrew Schultz, he's a comedian. He's decent. He used to be funny. He stopped being funny like a little while ago, but I don't know, like I don't know if you remember, he was the one he got into the big argument on he had like a one-sided beef with Kendrick Lamar last year.
No, I don't even know.
So in the one song he said Kendrick Lamar, he said, "Don't let no white comedian talk about a black woman that's law."
Okay, yes.
He was talking about him. He was the white comedian who he was talking about.
Okay.
And then he went on like this huge one-sided beef like with Kendrick Lamar, and Kendrick just kept ignoring him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
because
I know he's a lot of people been kind of coming after him recently because I think he like sided with Trump, and people were like, but he's like, oh, he's one of those, oh, this isn't what I voted for. Like, no, this is exactly what you voted for type thing.
Yeah. He was funny a few years ago. I would see clips of him on TikTok. And then it was just like, then I start seeing more and more clips, and I'm like, yeah, he's not really funny.
Like, I saw there was one clip I saw where he was talking about, I think it was like pregnancy, and he went to a woman like, what do you know about pregnancy? What can you tell me? And she was like, oh, I don't know, I'm trans. And he was like, oh, I asked the wrong fucking person.
Yeah. He's really just like a shock jock comedian, basically. But
him being Dan, kind of a dick, kind of fits. Because Dan's known to basically be kind of a dick. Kind of a joke. So
he got thrown out of the dojo for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Well, because he wanted revenge, So this here, I don't have a problem with it. Hopefully they do more with her, because the last time they had Cammy in the movie, she was terrible. They didn't do nothing with her.
They didn't do shit.
No, she was getting
Who's playing her? Who is it?
Mel Jornsen. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, because the last one was getting pounded by Van Damme on set. So hopefully this one they actually use her.
I figured when Malik sent the picture, I was like, Malik don't like that.
No, I didn't either.
I mean, I acknowledge him, but I
don't acknowledge.
I cannot acknowledge this.
I felt like he should have been older. Like who's playing Akuma should have been older.
It just looks like they tried too hard.
They did, and I think because obviously Akuma and Goken are they're around the same age. I think Akuma's the younger brother. If I recall.
Yeah, I believe Kuma is the younger
brothers are, as you know, in Japan, he's called Goki. They should have gotten somebody older, in my opinion, for this role. Yeah, I don't like this one either.
No.
If this was a movie based on him and Goken, okay, fine. But I don't like I don't like his look.
I'm not talking about the age. This does not look like Akuma.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
This does not portray I am the ultimate martial artist.
Yeah. Honestly, he looks like he was bitten by a vampire and he's just a beast or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not getting martial arts from that. I'm getting like
I'm slowly turning into a werewolf.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Right.
Well, shit, maybe they should have got the Usos to play Yin and Yang.
But yeah, that's the cast.
I'm done with that.
I just, I don't know. Like I said, when they put it onto the streaming, whether it's Netflix, Warner Brothers, Paramount, whatever, I'll watch it.
It's gonna be Tubi. I'm not going to. Nothing I have seen tells me I need to go to the theater to see
Absolutely
this movie.
not.
I agree.
Absolutely not.
Like, I will go to the theater to see the new Mortal Kombat movie. From what I've seen so far.
Yeah, I think I will too.
I would go to the theater. I probably won't, but I would.
See, I didn't mind the first one.
I didn't mind the first one either.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think it would have been better if people knew ahead of time the tournament's not happening in this movie.
Yeah.
And then the whole Cole Young thing was stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was pointless. But once again, that's exasperated on.
But I don't mind them creating new characters or original characters. I just thought you built him up this whole movie and then you gave him that stupid power. And I was like,
my power is to get beat up.
Come on. Like,
my power is getting beat up.
Yeah, but
that's
that's all I got for that. What we got first? The Avatar or the
either one.
Whichever one.
Supergirl trailer.
All right, let's go to the Supergirl trailer. All right, let's see what we got here.
Oh. You managed to get most of it on the paper this time. Good job, buddy.
Oh, they're really leaning into her being a drunk.
Yeah, apparently.
Cars are out.
Is that a bus stop?
Hereby declare the 23 will be the best year yet. Let's be honest, babe. It's not a very high bar to clear.
I didn't know any of you were still alive. What was it like to lose everything in a day?
Well, she's definitely not on Earth because she keeps getting drunk.
Yeah. Well, they said in the other movie that she goes on her planets with red sun so she can get drunk.
Yeah.
Okay, this does not look like this is gonna end well.
Where is she from?
I have no idea.
I've seen her.
Who? The actress?
Yes.
That's is it Millie? Millie Bobby Brown?
Do others on
Young
your planet
Rhaenyra.
have powers like you?
From House of Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Millie Alcock.
Millie Alcock. There you
Yep.
go. Millie Alcock. Yeah.
What Superman like?
Lobo. I saw that.
Sees the goodness
I saw Lobo.
Oh.
and I see the truth.
Okay. Yeah.
So, what do you think?
I thought it was cool. It reminded me of Star Wars a little bit. Not like just where she was at, like
Okay.
like her at the bus stop,
Yeah, I get
and then
that.
the place where she was at looked like a rundown planet. You
Yeah.
know, that's how a lot of the Star Wars games look like. That's what it looked like a lot. But it looked cool from what I saw. I'll check it out. I mean, we liked the last Superman movie. That
Which is crazy for me to like a Superman movie, but
you hate Superman. So.
yeah, but this doesn't look like something I would pay to go see.
Same.
Like, this does not look like something I'm interested in seeing. Like, I'll watch it when it's on streaming or something, but I'm not really interested in watching the whole. If I want to watch a drunk superhero eventually turn into the superhero they should be, I'll watch Hancock.
Oh, yeah, you're going to say that.
So, I'm not.
It's not a good first impression for me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and say it looks like it's a terrible movie. Like, it already looks better than Street Fighter.
I'm not saying it looks terrible. I'm just saying I'm not interested in it.
Yeah. I could see this as a movie that could potentially turn me around, kind of like how Thunderbolts did.
Okay.
I had zero interest in Thunderbolts when I saw the first trailer.
Yeah.
By the time the final trailer released, I was like, oh, I want to see this movie.
Right.
So.
But I enjoyed her as young Rhaenyra. So
yeah, I did too,
I'm willing to give her a chance, but yeah, I don't know. But honestly, if I was to see this, it would be strictly because of Lobo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but
who's playing Lobo?
I don't know.
Let me see if that's released.
Jason Momoa.
That fits. I've always said Jason Momoa. A lot of people have said Jason Momoa should play Lobo.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
so he's just busy.
Yeah, he's raking in the money. That's for sure. Yeah, good for him.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. I did. That honestly is probably the reason to see this for me. To see how he does his Lobo. Lobo's such a dope character.
Lobo is a dope character. Is that supposed to be a cigar?
Yeah,
like it looks like.
Yeah,
he fits as Lobo. People have been saying for years when he got casted as Aquaman, everyone was like, "No, he should be Lobo."
Yep. Yeah. Although he did make Aquaman kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, keep an eye on it. Wait till the next trailer. See what more they give us. So, because to me that didn't show too much.
Yeah,
like obviously we know Lobo's in it, but is he the main villain? What's really the story here?
Yeah, and this headline actually, I agree with. Says debut Supergirl trailer has big Guardians of the Galaxy vibes and a brief Lobo appearance. Yeah,
I can understand that. I can see where they get that from.
Yeah, that I could see her being a Peter Quill type character, just a lot more powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. Well, I'll see what comes of it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in the future, but
yeah. Avatar season 2. So let's hop into this trailer. Let's see when we get here.
Toph showing up immediately.
That's my girl.
All around us. The world is turning. There is a secret life beneath us.
Is that the Unagi?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
We're all connected through the earth.
Okay. So they didn't give us too much there.
See, I'm mad.
Why?
I'm mad because what they did show was so fucking cool. I wanted to see more of Toph.
Yeah. So
they showed the ripple effect.
Yeah.
The earth bending didn't look like the movie.
So the one thing I can say about this live action is the action is amazing, and the bending looks great. I will compare nothing to that movie ever. The reason I did not enjoy the first season is because it just felt like they changed the characters too much.
Yeah.
That's me nitpicking. That's me as a hardcore Avatar The Last Airbender fan. And it's like trying to watch it, I'm just like, they changed this character too much. And I mean, I get it. You know, they're trying to take creative direction, but when you have something that comes from one primary source, such as anime, mangas, or you know, anime inspired cartoons or whatever, and you only have one source, you change the minor little things about a character and it's no longer that character.
Yeah.
Right.
So like we can watch 12 different iterations of Spider-Man and they all still be Spider-Man because there's 700 different versions of Spider-Man.
Right.
Yeah.
There's only one version of this. So when
Mhm.
you change the characters, to me, it ruins the story. But like I said, the action has always been cool. Toph looks great.
Yeah.
This doesn't seem like the type of show where they would actually have the boulder in it.
I would love to have the please have the boulder.
I would hope so.
Please have the Rock be the boulder.
I was about to say it. I hope it's The Rock, but this doesn't seem like that type of show. They kind of like took all the funny kid elements out of the first season.
They gotta have some of that in there because I'm sorry, the blind jokes that they be doing with Toph has to be in there.
But that's not the style that they
Yeah.
are running this live action from, which is part of the reason I'm like,
Like
I watched it and then I was like, let me go watch the actual cartoon.
like they don't have to lean like in season 1, Aang. Of the cartoon, not the Netflix show. Aang was annoyingly childish.
He was 12.
Yeah. Yes, but I'm saying it was annoyingly childish. It wasn't I'm not saying it was bad, but I'm just saying the character itself was like annoyingly childish. Once it got, I think they found their footing in season 2 where they could still be funny, but not be childish. Like the Toph jokes. It's not that they're making fun of her for being blind. It's like she's so capable, they just fucking forget.
Yeah. Like when they were flying on Appa and then she was like, hey, I see it. And they're like, where? And then she's like,
That's what it will be like when you actually find it.
yeah.
Like,
But Aang, again, we had to have Aang grow.
yeah.
Because Aang was a child. Think about
Yes.
how you were at 12. He's a child. All he knows is play. Then all of a sudden, they force all this responsibility on him. And he's like, no, forget this. I just want to be a child. And then he wakes up 100 years later. He's still a child.
Yeah.
But
I'm not saying that he shouldn't have been that. I'm saying that they found the right balance later. I think that if they had,
well, he had to grow.
he had to
saying.
grow.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is they could have still had that, but the execution could have been better on, because I think they were still finding their footing in season 1 from a writing standpoint, not from like, oh, the character needed to be more grown up. I think from a writing standpoint that they just hadn't hit their stride yet. Where that if they were to rewrite season 1 after they did season 2, I think they could have executed it better, is my statement.
See, I think it was executed fine. Because
I'm not saying it was executed badly.
Because what I'm saying is that, like, if you see the progression of Aang through the seasons, you get, like you said, he's a huge child. That's all he's focused on in season 1. Season 2, it's like, okay, he's starting a little bit to come to the realization that, like, everyone's leaning on me. It was really after Monk Gyatso. Once he found that kind of like calmed him down just a little bit more.
But that was episode 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It didn't calm
look
down.
at him in
that much.
episode 1 as compared to like episode 4, like just a
Yeah.
little bit, little bit. And then as he went on, and of course at the end of this season when the moon spirit is killed, that's when Aang is like, holy crap, okay, my decisions and how I act affect the world.
Yeah. I'm like,
So-
once again, I'm not saying it was done bad. Like, I don't want people to think that I'm saying season 1 was bad, or I'm just saying that just in when anyone does anything, once you have more experience doing it, your earlier version, you're like, I could have done that better. It's not saying that it was done poorly, just saying I could see ways where I could have done it better.
Right.
Like if you're writing your very first book, you do it to the best of your ability at the time. But by the time you've written your fifth, you'll look at your first one and be like, oh, I could have done better here. I could have done better there. Like you could see because you found your stride on where it could have been executed better. It's not saying what you did at the time was bad. It's just you just see, I could have executed this a little bit better. And I think that there could have been ways that it could have been executed a little bit better. Not saying it was bad. Don't come at me talking about, oh, you hate Avatar. No, I love Avatar. It's one of my favorite shows. I just feel that they could have done it better, but more to the point, they have to keep some kind of levity in here, or else it's going to be a drag.
That's what I'm saying. They haven't. That's. I'll watch clips of the show, but I have zero intention on actually watching this show because I just feel like they changed all the enjoyable parts of it and like just made it like just drama filled.
Yeah, like
which to me the story of Avatar is so much more than just the drama.
It's
which
all
is
about
what made it
balance.
Great. Yes, is which made it great. And to me, they did not do that with this show.
Yeah,
they took all the funny things from Sokka. They took his growth from episode 1 to episode 3. They took, Aang being actually a kid and not so to me, I have zero interest in watching another season of this show. I'll just watch the clips to see how cool Toph looks.
Yeah.
And, all of that. But, to the people that enjoy it, I'm not judging you or everything. It's not for me.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's all I got on that. What about you, Tim?
Man, it looked good to me.
Yeah. Did you watch the first season?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I said, it looked good to me though. So I have nothing. I watched some Avatar. I never watched the full thing. I have nothing against it. I just never did.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not. I've seen stuff. You know what I mean. So I know a little bit, but I never had a problem with it or nothing. But I know that movie was terrible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we know where you talked about.
Quintin doesn't talk.
Yeah, we know.
We don't speak of that around.
Or the Shyamalan guy, So,
I'll fight him today for that movie.
But yeah, no, I thought it looked really cool.
Yeah,
like the stuff.
Yeah, visually, this looks amazing.
Right.
Even season 1, it looked amazing. Like I said, the fights were dope. It's just the story. And I had this conversation yesterday with Jazz. They are trying to reinvent a lot of the stuff we grew up loving or from the past that was great. And it was like, if you just say inspired by this and make it its own, a lot of these stuff will be a lot better.
Right.
Like if this wasn't absolutely Avatar The Last Airbender and this was just something in the Avatar universe kind of based around that, I would probably love this.
Right.
Bel Air was what we were talking about.
Okay.
Have you watched that?
No,
I refuse.
Okay. It's an excellent show. It is phenomenal. But I said to Jazz, I said, if they didn't name this Bel Air and it was just inspired by the events of Bel Air and it was a whole new show, people would have given it a better chance. The show itself is great, but they changed so many of the characters and what they're about to where people are just like, I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
And I was like, if it was just, it's a great show though, but I was like, if it was just name something and then it was like, oh, based on Bel Air or something like that, and you had all new characters, you know what I mean? People would have given it a better chance, given it a fair shake. To where most people won't, because then they hear like, oh, Carlton's on drugs. Oh, well, no, that's not how Carlton was. Or, oh, well, Jeffrey's kind of like a thug butler. And they're like, no, that's not how he was. And it's like, but if you would have just said it was based off of this and not a remake of this, it would have stood on its own and been great.
It's the family 2 blocks away. It's not the Banks. It's another family 2 blocks away.
Or just, hey, this is a similar story to Bel Air. You know, poor kid from Philly moves to Bel Air. This is this is an all new cast, all new characters, whole new story. Then everyone will be like, oh, okay, well, let's see what this is about.
Yeah.
Versus, oh, this is a new Fresh Prince, and here it is, and everyone's like, no, I don't want anything to do with this. And it's kind of the same thing with this for me and other people, to where we're like, it's not the same.
Yeah,
you change too much.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. A lot of these companies, they need to stop trying to force remakes of everything and just have it stand with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so that's my thing. But that's all I got on it.
That's all I got.
All right. Nerd recommendations?
Sure.
All right. Yeah, I'll kick it off. My nerd recommendation is a kind of adult cartoon. Came out recently. I believe it was on Netflix. It's called Haunted Hotel.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it just dropped like around Halloween. It ended up being funny as hell. It was one of those like adult shows that I just threw on just cause, like as background noise. And then next thing I know, like me and Jazz were like into it. It's basically about this woman. Her brother basically passed, and he owned a hotel, and they all she moves her and her kids to the hotel to take care of the hotel. But the hotel is full of ghosts, including her brother.
All right.
Oh. And the only way you can tell they're ghosts is they just like walk through things. It's a cartoon, but it's pretty freaking funny. So that's what I recommend. Check it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got anything, Tim?
Yeah, you can go next.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to an old '90s movie. It's called Eraser.
Oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Arnold
that
Schwarzenegger movie with Vanessa Williams.
Yeah.
One of the last '90s action movies of the era. I thoroughly enjoyed that movie. Just good old action movie. Nothing too deep about it or anything about that.
No Arnold Schwarzenegger movie was deep ever.
Yeah. But just good old fashioned. Sometimes people try to make things too complicated. Sometimes you just want mindless action.
Yeah.
And that's what this movie provides. Good enough plot. It's followable. You get it.
Mm-hmm.
And Arnold's being Arnold.
I haven't seen that movie in forever.
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it in forever either. What's crazy is there's a reaction channel I watch on YouTube sometimes, and she just put it up on there, and I was like, I forgot about that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I enjoyed it.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out again.
All I got is this one is just support the indie developers more.
I thought you meant wrestling.
No, I'm sorry. Indie developers. I don't have but just support more indie developers more than ever now.
I agree.
I
agree.
Yeah, just support.
Especially when they're putting out heat.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna like we said earlier, we're gonna get a bunch of bullshit from these AAA companies who are going with AI and all this and laying people off and all this bullshit. The indies might rise.
Yeah.
Yeah, just support your
especially
indie.
with like Steam dropping everything they're dropping, and that might I agree.
Yep.
Yeah.
Support the indies.
I agree. Trash takes?
Yep.
Who wants to kick us off?
Oh, I will. Eric Bischoff, his wrestling IQ is extremely overrated. He had the idea of the cruiserweight division and the NWO.
Well, I mean,
that's it.
I mean, WCW went under, so.
But people act like Eric Bischoff is some wrestling genius. He had two good ideas, one of which he ran into the ground. The other he dropped because of the other one he was running into the ground.
But NWO.
He ran NWO into the ground and dropped the cruiserweights, which should have been the highlight of WCW.
Right.
Especially with the names they had.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I can agree with that.
But like people are like, oh, Eric Bischoff knows what he's talking about when he's talking about what AEW should do. No, he doesn't. He hasn't had one good idea outside of those two things.
You ain't gonna get an argument from me.
And you're gonna have.
I'm not gonna argue for him.
I'm gonna have some idiot that's gonna be like, he thought of the Elimination Chamber. No, that was a storyline thought of his. He didn't think of that either.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I mean,
I'm not gonna argue for him. So
because the NWO got bad by what 1998. Like
they had everyone in it.
Everyone was in it. Then everyone had their own version of it.
Yeah.
And Wolf Packs, and I did like the Wolf Pack, but still,
I did. I did too. The Wolf Pack.
Yeah, but then after a while, everyone was in it. Like it was.
Then you had the LWO,
yeah.
and then the Filthy Animals was just another version of the NWO. Like
yeah. You're getting no arguments here.
Yeah, they ain't arguing with me on that one. Absolutely.
All right. You want me to go?
Yeah, you good.
All right. This is very simple. A little bit of rant. I don't know if I believe Malik is going to agree with me on this. Tell him this is. I mean, you're not a coach, but if you're coaching kids, this is from high school down, and your focus isn't helping them reach the next level, you're an awful coach. If you aren't focused on how to help develop your players in any sport for the next level or help them get ready for the next level, winning will come if you're developing players. Or if you're holding them back from any opportunity whatsoever because you're selfish, you're an awful coach and you shouldn't be teaching anyone's kids. Period. Winning comes when the kids trust you and they want to go to war for you. Winning comes when your best players believe in you. If you are holding kids back from any opportunity just to help you, you're a terrible coach. And this just goes for those little league coaches who are just like, oh, we're not focused on developing players. We're just going to put our best player at quarterback and let them run around. You're not teaching the kids the game. You're a terrible coach. This goes for the high school coaches who are holding kids back from any opportunity, whether it's chances to perform in front of scouts or anything. You're terrible coaches. That's all I have to say.
I agree. I agree with that. You're not gonna get no argument out of me. My whole philosophy on coaching was trying to develop my worst players to be capable. Like it's very easy. When I was my most recent position as a coach was as an offensive line coach. It's very easy to get a 6'5", 300-pound kid recruited. He don't even got to be good. He shows a modicum of talent. Someone will take a chance on him somewhere. Might not be, Alabama or Ohio State or something, but someone will take a chance on a kid that's 6'5", 300 pounds in high school. But my whole focus is, hey, I got a 5'9", 250-pound kid playing guard. I got to try to make him as capable as possible. And
you know what? That's just good coaching. I'm not even saying to that level. I just mean period.
Yeah.
If you're not getting kids opportunities, period. If you're not telling these kids the truth, you're a terrible coach.
Yeah.
So I had a girl come to me and she said, hey, coach, I just got a scholarship for track. And I said, that is very good. And I'm like, you should pursue track. Yes, she's a decent football player.
Yeah.
But if you got a scholarship for track, that needs to be your focus. And that is a coach, like, I'm not like, oh, forget track. You should be focused on football. No. Clearly, you're better there than you are here.
Yeah.
And I think as a coach, if you aren't encouraging kids to do what's best for them, you're an awful coach.
I told my linemen all the time they should wrestle.
Yeah. You're an awful coach. And this is you remember we had the Turkey Bowl, right?
Yeah.
And we lost 12-13 in the championship. Okay, yes, I was upset about losing. Yes, I was mad about losing. We wanted to win. We'll get them next. I had a girl starting safety who it was her first time ever playing football. She ended up playing very well. But so yeah, we lost 1 point. We're like, we'll get them in the regular season. We'll be okay. We'll get them maybe in the championship next year for the regular season. But we'll be okay. So I wasn't too stressed about that. But I had 6 scholarships offered to a few of my girls. So I was at the end of the day, I was like, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy. Because that's what matters. Now, they are going to college.
Mm-hmm.
That is the focus.
Yep.
And there are coaches that are holding kids back from chances, which is insane to me.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. But I can go on a personal rant, but I'm not going
is
to.
Is this about your daughter?
Yeah, but I'm not going to go on the personal rant here. I'm just going to say there's just some terrible coaches, but not even just her. I even have a player who she played basically travel football, which is basically AAU for flag football.
Yeah.
And her coach was like telling her, like, we had a fall league game, and he's like, you're supposed to be here for my team. And she's like, for practice? Like, no, I'm playing in my final fall league game for high school. And it was like this whole argument. And I'm like, bro, get out of here. I was like, you focused on just winning your championship. I'm focused on helping this girl get to college.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and it's so this goes way deeper than that. And like I said, and then even like the little league coaches that are not even teaching these kids how to play football.
Yeah, that's
they're
one thing
just, you know, and this is part of the reason I said my son, Dose is a tank. He's huge right now.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone looks at him like, is he playing football? And I'm like, no, because these little league coaches aren't teaching them the game. They're just throwing them in there and then being like, oh, well, this is my best player. The best player on my little league team was my backup in high school. He was our best player. Why was he the best player? Just because they were the ones that the coaches liked, so they just threw him in there and made him the star. Wasn't even that good. And I'm like, and that's the problem with Little League. So I'm like, waiting until my son gets a little older, because I'm like, they're not teaching them the game to make them better. They're just throwing them in there. Or like you see the videos of like some kid that's been playing football. They're like 8 years old, and this kid's been playing football for 3 years, going against a kid who just started football yesterday, and they're telling the kid who just started football yesterday to tackle this kid. And then they run over, and then you got all these adults like, oh my God. I'm like, these are fucking children, man. And teach them the fucking game first.
Yeah. You know, that's one thing that I've always hated is they'll say, oh, this person can't tackle. He's afraid of contact. If I've never done something before in my life and you just say, hey, do it, of course I'm going to be fucking afraid.
Yeah.
Like, you know what will take that away? If you walk them through how to properly tackle someone.
Right.
Someone's running at you like this. You get set. You get low. You put your shoulder across the thigh board. You wrap your arms. You run your feet. Do that. Practice that a few times slowly. Hey, they're just going to stand here. Shoulder across the thigh board. Wrap the arms. Run the feet. Okay. You've done that a few times. Now he's going to walk towards you. Now he's going to jog towards you. Like, you progress them through that to where they feel, okay, if this kid's running at me full bore, I know what to do. It's ingrained. I've experienced it. I know what to do. But you'll have these coaches be like, oh, just tackle them. How?
Yeah.
But won't say how.
Right. And that's my problem with these coaches. Like, again, as a coach, when I see a girl struggling on something, I'm trying to now turn that into her strength. We're going to work on that through practice. Like, oh, you can't find the deep ball? We're going to work on that. We're going to work on that. We're going to work on that. Or like, I'm trying to get you better for the next level. I'm trying to get you ready, you know, if that's what you want to do. It's just a lot of people shouldn't be coaching. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got.
I know you could have went further, but
I couldn't went on a rant. But
mine is, you guys will agree with me this one. Stop pouring energy into people that don't pour the same energy into you.
Ooh.
No matter what it is,
That's a heavy one.
I feel like at some point people always try to pour energy into something that people don't pour back into you. So stop doing, like, for instance, like for me, it's my weight loss. I saw who likes my weight loss pictures. You know what I mean? It's through this whole journey, and I've noticed people who hasn't. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you see when you're making progress, you see who's really in your corner, and when you're winning, and you see who doesn't support you. You know what I mean? And they're on social media. They see stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But yeah, that's my thing. Just stop pouring that energy into people that don't pour that shit back into you.
You also got to understand, a lot of people don't want to see you win.
Exactly.
And to me, that's always been weird to me.
Yeah.
Like, I've always been a person who, all right, even if I just know you in passing,
yeah,
if I can see you win, like, I'm happy for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, when I wrestled, I never got jealous that my boy Don was in WWE Tough Enough.
Right.
I was hyping him up. I was sharing his videos and stuff. When Gary got his WWE tryout, I wasn't jealous. I was like posting it. I'm like, this is fucking cool. Like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I never understood this mindset of hating.
Yeah.
And it comes with our race.
To
an extent.
To an extent of hating.
Yeah.
Because, you know what I mean? Like, to like holding someone down, I should say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've never understood that. Like, I love to see people win, man. And I, you know what I mean? I'm happy for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know,
like last night, Malik hit master rank in Street Fighter. And
is that what you did? Okay, so I read it and I was like, I don't know what that means, but I was in the middle. We were doing our thing, so I never got the text back.
But like
that's awesome.
Yeah, like I was leaving the bar with my wife, and then I saw his YouTube thing, and I jumped in the car. I was like, "Let's fucking go!" And of course, she didn't understand what was going on. I was like,
"Oh, you posted it?" Yeah.
And I was like, he hit master rank. You know, because I hit master rank back in May. And I was so excited. You know what I mean? I feel like I could have got master rank way before then, but I wasn't playing ranked all like that. But I know this is the first fighting game that he's taken serious like this, and for him to hit this, I was really happy for him. You
That's
know
awesome.
What I mean?
Dude.
And like, you know, I was calling him Master Malik last night. You know what I mean? Messing with him and stuff. But like, I'm really happy for him because I know how much he grind in this game to get master rank. We got like over 1,000 hours in Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. And he put all that time in. And, you know, there's people that have got it way fast, but so what? But the fact that he got it, and I know that was something that he was pushing for a while, and he achieved it. And I'm really happy for him. You know what I mean? I was pumped. You know what I mean? And
that's freaking awesome.
Because he was pumped when I got master before we went to Combo Breaker. You know what I mean? And just so like, I was really hyped for him to get master rank last night. You know, I don't think he realized he got it until he actually hit it. Because I know he was on like a nice little win streak, and then he hit it. You know, and he was like, holy shit, I got master. You know what I mean? So
that's dope, dude.
Yeah. So I'm very happy. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's higher ranks than master, but just getting master is just a big deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's high master, grand master, ultimate master, then it's legend. Like, that's where the pro players are at. But you know what I mean? But just hitting master is a big deal.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, well, they just added that about a year ago, I think, because once you got the master, everyone was master. But then they started, but the rankings, the levels in master is completely different. Then like it's all not the same. Just because you're a master don't mean you're like on that same level with them pro players. That's why they came out with like high master.
Yeah, because originally, if you made master rank, you're in the pool with everyone. So me just hitting master rank could end up going against Men RD, who's one of the top players in the fucking world.
Yeah.
There's levels to this. I'm not at that level.
Yeah.
He studied the game at a level that I will probably never even fathom.
Beat his ass.
We shouldn't be playing each other.
Beat his ass.
But
you got it.
But they have these other mastery levels, and I've been trying to get there because the next level after master is high master. I can't get there. I mean, I will one day, but I'm stuck like in this 1450 because it starts you off at when you hit master, they put you at 1500 MR. I'm stuck between like 1450 and 1485. Like I can't get past it. I can't sustain a win streak. You know, the competition's better when you hit master, but just for him to get there. It is a good feeling.
Yeah,
It's a very good feeling, and I'm very happy that you got there, man. I mean, I've been on the set with you, watching you play, and you're like, oh, I'm getting off, I'm getting frustrated, I'm done for today, and then you finally hit it. You look calm. Yesterday, watching the video, you looked calm. You know what I mean? I know you were doing a couple little dumb stuff, but like you were jumping, doing against Gal and stuff, but you look calm. Your punishes were good. You just looked patient, and it paid off.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah,
man.
welcome to the master gang.
Ooh, thank you.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I love to see people win, man.
Yeah.
That was my trash take. And then the last thing, since I kind of been starting this thing, rest in peace to Carrie. I can't say his full name. They're going to get Shang Tsung.
Kerry Torigawa.
Yeah.
Kerry
who played
Hiroki Torigawa.
Yeah, who played Shang Tsung in the original Mortal Kombat movie. He passed away, I guess, a couple of days ago. And then also, I think he was the granddad in Johnny Tsunami, the Disney movie. So rest in peace, and that's all I got.
Legend of an actor.
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But that's all I got for this.
All right. Well, that's it for this episode. Catch you next time.
Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.
Stop cheating, Michigan.